Hello, welcome everyone to the video lecture series on computer organization and ARM microcontroller. In this video, I'll be talking about various components of general purpose computer, what are their functions, and how the functional units are interconnected. So let us begin. We always talk about a digital computer when we are talking about any digital system. So a general purpose computer is a well-known example of a digital system. Other than this, there are examples which represent a digital system like digital displays. It may be a smartphones or digital television. So these are all examples of digital system. Now let us understand about the various functional units. Computer is not a single unit, but it consists of many functional units. Computer system consists of the five main components, which are input, output, memory, arithmetic and logic unit, and control unit. The input unit will accept the information from the input devices or from the digital communication lines. Once the information is received, it is stored in the memory so that it can be processed by the processor in order to perform the arithmetic and logical operations. Once the operation is completed, it is sent through the output unit through the outside world. All of the actions will be coordinated by control unit. The block diagram is showing the functional units of a computer system. It is having input unit, output unit, which is combinedly called as IO unit. It is having a memory, which is a storage device, and control unit and arithmetic logic unit, they are part of processor. Let us begin with input unit. So input unit is needed to input the data. Take an example of a keyboard. If you are typing something like any digit or any character, so accordingly the command or data will be provided to the computer, which is converted into binary, because computer deals with binary numbers. That is why input unit is required, which will take input, convert into binary language so that the computer can understand in order to perform the function. Commonly used input devices are keyboard, mouse, joystick, trackballs, microphones, camera. So these are all examples of input devices. Next is the central processing unit or a processor. It is an electronic circuitry within a computer, which is having three components like arithmetic logic unit, control unit, and registers. First, let's discuss about arithmetic logic unit. Most of the computer operations are executed in the arithmetic logic unit of the processor. Any arithmetic or logic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or comparison of numbers, or any logical operations like and or not, in order to perform the operation. For example, if two numbers located into the memory are to be added, they are brought into the processor and the addition is performed by the ALU. The sum will be stored in the memory or it will be retained in the processor. Next is the control unit. Control unit is also a part of the central processing unit, and its function is to coordinate the operation of the processor, and also it will control the data flow in and out of the central processing unit. That is data flow into the CPU and out from the CPU. At the same time, it also controls all the operations that are carried out by the ALU, memory registers, and the operations related to the input and output devices. It means its function is to coordinate and control. So control unit plays a major role. It is also responsible for carrying out all the instructions which are stored in the program. It decodes the fetched instruction, interprets, and it will send the control signals. So that the control unit is also known as the nerve center of a computer system. It is also having the memory registers. So register is a temporary unit of a memory in the central processing unit. So these are used to store the data which is directly used by the processor. So registers can be of different sizes, like it can be a 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, etc. So each register inside the CPU will have a specific function, like storing the data or storing an instruction, storing address of the location in a memory. So it can be used by the assembly language programmer for storing operands. Next is we have a memory. So memory is also referred to as a storage area. It is used to store the programs. So programs are stored into the memory unit. Memory unit can be categorized as primary memory, which is a volatile memory, and secondary memory, which is called as non-volatile memory. So volatile memory means when the power is switched off, the data will be lost. Non-volatile memory is an external type of memory like CD, pen drive. So these are examples of the secondary memory. So secondary memory is used to store large amount of data and programs. So which can be used on, or which have to be stored on the long term basis. And examples of primary memory are random access memory and read-only memory. The examples of the secondary storage are hard disk, pen drive, etc. Primary memory is also called as main memory, and the secondary memory is also called as the auxiliary memory. Next is output unit. So output unit will consist of output devices that will be attached with the computer. It will convert the binary data that is coming from the CPU to the human understandable form. Commonly used output devices are monitor and printer, or it can be a plotter, etc. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please watch the upcoming video also. Thank you so much.